Hello everyone, so in today's episode we're going to be making a review of the JFlowers RPG Jump Cue.
This cue comes with their carbon fiber shaft and is available in two versions, one being with the vulcanized rubber sports wrap and one wrapless. I personally went for the wrapless version to match the rest of my JFlowers setup. The wrapless version currently sells for $399 and the sports wrap version goes for $419 on their website. Design-wise, the RPG really stands out. At the bottom you have a rubber butt cap, which is followed with a metal inlay that has the JFlowers logo engraved on it. The butt is made from maple, which is finished in a lunar gray with a carbon reinforced build, which gives it almost like a holographic look, you can say. It features the RPG logo in the middle. You'll also notice the double silver ringwork with the graphite accents, giving it a sleek and modern look. And to top off the design, the shaft also has these red accent rings near the joint and just before the white sighting plate near the tip as well. Now, one of the coolest parts of this cue is that it's a 3-piece jump cue with a quick release system. It's super easy to assemble or break down all the parts for those shot clock situations where the time of assembling a cue really matters. The shaft measures at 29 inches, the main butt section is about 12 inches and the extension adds another 6.25 inches, giving you a total length of around 47.25 inches when fully assembled. Weight-wise, the butt comes in at around 7.9 ounces and the shaft adds about 3.9 ounces for a total of roughly 12 ounces total. The balance point, as shown in this clip where I tried my best to pinpoint for where it is for both the full jump cue and without the extension, you can see that it sits nicely close to the beginning of the shaft, which makes it pretty comfortable and controlled for me at least, whether I'm doing full length jumps or shorter dart stroke jumps, and it makes me personally feel like I'm really using the entire jump cue for those both jump techniques. And if you happen to own the JFlowers LOADED brake cue, here's a cool detail. You can actually swap the shafts between the two cues because they share the same joint system as previously already mentioned. So if you ever want to experiment braking with the RPG's 14mm shaft or jumping with the LOADED's 12.9mm one, you can easily do that. And of course, similarly, as we had in the video of the JFlowers LOADED brake cue, we have the metal joint protectors that the JFlowers RPG Jump Cue also have. They've got this clean red design that perfectly matches the rest of the cue. Small detail, but it adds a really premium feel, I'd say. Speaking of the shaft, the RPG comes with a custom 14mm epoxy infused layered leather tip. After a year of use, I must say that it gives a really consistent and premium feedback on every jump that I make, as well as everyone who I've given it to try out also agree that it's really effortless to jump with this piece of equipment. And for me personally, switching to this larger 14mm tip has been a total game changer. I used to use a smaller tipped jump cue, which often added unwanted spin and made long jump shots really tricky. The RPG fixed that completely for me, and it's much more predictable now and easier to control my jump shots. Now, one last piece of advice that I think often gets overlooked: whenever you're practicing jump shots, always use a piece of cloth under your cue ball. It doesn't matter how expensive your jump cue is, one miscue can easily damage your table's cloth, especially when you're new to learning the jumping techniques and getting used to how much strength does it really require in certain scenarios to lift the cue ball. But once you get comfortable with your technique, you'll realize how effortlessly it is to jump with the RPG jump cue. You won't need to use any excessive power, and you'll still get clean, controlled jumps without risking table damage on miscues, which is a huge plus on how this jump cue feels to me personally, because it does also add confidence for my jump shots that translates to not only less miscues, but also to more accurate potting.
So thank you for watching my JFlowers RPG Jump Cue review video, and I hope you enjoyed it. See ya in the next one.